Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we know that Alberta's schools play a critical role in shaping Alberta's next generation of leaders. We know, too, that our students will continue to require an education that prepares them for their careers in a diversified economy. To the Minister of Education, what is being done to support our students?
Minister of Education.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you very much for the question. You know, we all are living in very difficult economic circumstances here, but our government is committed to public education from K to 12, funding for enrollment, and making sure that all of our kids get the education that they deserve. We do not depend on education on the price of oil, but rather on a moral obligation to make sure that kids get the education that they need. We're working with dual credit programs with our colleges across the province. We're working with career and technology models so that we have different possibilities for kids to make sure that they get the education they deserve.
First supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the same minister, given the economic difficulties facing our province, have we seen more families moving out of Alberta and a reduction in student enrollments as a result?
Honourable Minister.
That's a very good question, Mr. Speaker, and certainly our ministry is monitoring, and each of the school boards across the province are monitoring their enrollment very carefully. Of course, that's how they fund each of their 61 school boards. We're watching. We saw in this last year, we were estimating for about 1.5% enrollment growth. Instead, we saw 2.7% enrollment growth, which is very healthy. It's an indication of that people are here with families, they're staying here. We're building the infrastructure to have our students in the facilities that they need and have teachers in front of those students as well.
Second supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given I've been hearing from parents in my constituency that they are worried about their children's job prospects when they graduate, to the same minister, what steps are you taking to prepare students for success in a diversified economy?
Minister of Education.
Well, thank you for the question, and certainly it's important for us to be creative, to have those links between post-secondary education and our high schools, and in fact we've expanded that now in a more broad way for career and technology foundations for students between grades 5 and grade 9 to have some fundamental interaction with the possibilities for different jobs in the future. We want our education to enrich the lives of each of our children, but we also want them to have a clear understanding of where that can take them in regards to the career and the future working world in which they will live. Thank you.
Minister of Grand Prairie Smoky.